Wait. So, Judge President, team, they got into a point where he decided, right, as the head of the Gauteng judicial, what. They then decided that, you know what, let us remove Judge Maumela and replace him with Judge Mokgwatleng. When it became clear that Judge Maumela was incapacitated, in other words, there's this other English word that they didn't want to use here, but if you get it, he was not able to continue with the case. Now he's commenting on Judge Ratha'S performance in the Meyiwa case, right? And he's saying so far he has not yet received a formal complaint about Judge Ratha'S performance in the sense of Meyiwa case. Yes, he have heard people talking about how Judge Ratha'S is not fair to the defense and their witnesses, but no one has laid an official complaint. So that is in relation to his biasness and all the stuff. Remember, as of me making this video, the Black South African Lawyer Association, they did confirm that they are launching a complaint against Judge Ratha over the remarks about black lawyers. So with that one, there will be a formal complaint. But about his biasness and all the stuff, there is no lawyer, like there's no formal complaint. So it says to you and I that, you know, sometimes we can complain, but I think what I'm learning from this is that, you know, sometimes this thing of us complaining and not do the necessary things, I think that's what delays things. Because what I'm learning here is that we should stop this thing of just rush to maybe get a petition instead of writing to the right people, because the judge says he has received nothing, right? So I feel like we should focus more on what needs to be done, what's the procedure, and follow the procedure in doing that which is necessary to do. That is exactly what I'm currently learning when the Judge President speak. But there are other things as well that I've just learned right now as of me talking to you. And that which I've learned is this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the Super Thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, will bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, Judge President, the Gauteng division of Judge President wakona is Mlambo. The person who wrote this article is Mlambo. So I won't talk. I won't talk. All right. Mlambo addressing the media. All right. He once said, Mlambo said, they say they acted quickly and consulted with the prosecutor and the defense to replace Maumela. Once it became clear he was incapacitated. That word. Look at the synonym of such word. You will see what it means. Right. He said they explore if the case could resume from where Maumela left off, but it was deemed not possible. You will you see, now I was doing the right thing. Okay, let's continue. It says, you will agree with me that the matter had good traction since Judge Ratha'S took over. What causes the delay is when the defense or witness are not available. Unfortunately, it is the judicial that takes the blame, but it's not us. And because we don't want to interfere with a trial, with a fair trial, he has to allow the delays and everything. That is what had caused the delay. In the next term, Judge Ratha'S is available throughout. I have said to him, he must now finish this case. It sounds as if he was saying he must run and probably lift it where he could, or in other words, he was or the other way to interpret what is just said. It sounds like he's saying, "Hey, Baba, finish this case. Yeah, now, we want the end of this case now. We are done. We are tired of this case, right?" In some quarters, especially on social media, some have suggested he is biased against the accused and their witnesses. I'm one of those. Mokgwatleng has on a number of occasions clashed with advocates Zandile Mshololo, Tulane Mngomezulu, and Charles Mnisi. I've seen it as well. So, yeah. Mlambo said, if there were any complaint around Mokgwatleng's conduct, they would have first have to be leveled at him in court. We have not received any formal complaints by the representatives. In any way, those complaints will have been sized with Judge Ratha'S. I have no basis. I will be interfering. I think what is being referred to in social media commentary, because if there wasn't a complaint, the judge would have said to me, we will not respond to anything cited on social media. Okay? That is us. So in other words, the judge will never respond to things that we say on social media, but he responded one day and called us self-appointed expert. So he chooses what to respond. He chooses what to respond on, and he chooses what not to respond on. That's what I'm saying. He decides. But jokes aside, we have seen the injustice. We have seen the unfair treatment, and like I said, I'm going to emphasize on this one, and then I want to be understood to the best of my ability. We are saying anything that is done by a judge, it has got far-reaching consequences. It distorts the image and the perception, the credibility of judicial service. We believe in general that judges are fair, judges are independent. You understand? So the behavior of Judge Ratha somehow it makes us doubt what we've always been so look, we've formed more or less like a culture in our mind that judges are always correct, fair, and straightforward. But somehow his conduct, it has challenged our perception about judges, our long what's in that word, man. But it has challenged all of those things to say, are we really fair to say judges are fair? You know what I'm saying? Are we really fair to say judges are independent? You know what I'm saying? Are we really fair to say, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it is important for them not to wait for complaint, but also just follow their conduct and respond appropriately. You know, I feel that the judicial system should do exactly that. Just review everything and look if we are just saying things for the sake of saying things, or we are saying something. Or at least if then we don't lay complaints, because we don't do, But then the least that you can do is to, what is this word? The least that you can do is to look into the complaints itself and improve the judicial on the basis of the informal complaint, if I may call them. But also, what I'm learning is that we, the people who are complaining, I think we need to know now, we need to educate ourselves as to when we see this behavior, what to do. Say, for instance, a police is misbehaving, what to do. A prosecutor is misbehaving, what to do. A judge is misbehaving, what to do. You understand? So most of the time we just rush to write petitions and all this stuff, but I think now we need to look, because right now, if for instance you are complaining about Advocate Baloyi, they will ask a question. We have never received a formal complaint. That's what I'm saying. So since they've never received a formal complaint, they will say we're not going to do anything, despite the outcry out there. That is what I'm saying. That we need to get to the point where, as people, we don't just complain, or we don't end at the stage where we complain, but we act. Speaking about acting, this is what I've seen. A lot of people will say, and there was a point where people were saying, we want a petition, we want this, we want this. What I've learned is, it is easier to say anything on social media. But when it comes to taking accountability and taking things on, it's a different ball game altogether. When it comes to people now coming into the front and leading this whole thing, it's a ball game. It's a different ball game altogether. You know why? People, they fear. They don't wanna. They fear the victimization. But when they see somebody that looks like that person is gonna do it for them, they will make the loudest noise and never act. I'll give an example about it. People were always saying to me, Bongani, we need to organize people. We need to organize people that are going to go to court. And then I was like, okay. But look, I remember at some point I interviewed Attorney Toban. So people were saying to me, Bongan, we need the petition. Do something about the petition. Guess what? That's why I told somebody that, yeah, be careful of people. People can push you and push you and push you to do something. They know that if this mafia, if these mafias, they will come for the people that are leading this. So that's why they don't want to be in the leadership. They want to be behind the scene because they fear the mafias. They don't want the mafias to deal with them, but they want you to deal with the mafias so that the mafias will deal with you. That is exactly what you are saying. Okay, let me finish this story. So the time came where I ended up deciding that, you know what? Let me act on this. Let me decide that, okay, let's collect funds for the petition and the t-shirt. Look, it was December time. The amount that I wanted to collect together, that was going to cover the petition, everything. I think Attorney Tubane says, give me 5K for that, right? I will do everything, the petition, and I'll deliver the petitions for you guys and everything. So we said, okay, now the time came where people now need to do what they've been shouting. Guess what? Only 2 people show up. Out of all the noise out there, only 2 people showed up when it comes to now the commitment. I remember I even wrote to WhatsApp group and I said, it was January, and I said to people, I'm gonna return your monies, guys, because at that time I think we had about 1,000 out of 11,000 that we needed to donate, right? We had about 1,200 and 1,004, if not 5, that were collected for that. And we have to bring. I said to people, if you know that you donated, and I know it's 2 people, right? And I know. So, because we were doing donations for the t-shirts, we wanted people to look when they go to court. We wanted to have maybe t-shirts that are written, anything that we wanted to write here, and then we have people going to court, and then you know what I'm saying. And it did not materialize. Mind you, it was January, December time where people have received their bonuses and everything, but it did not materialize. That's why I said, to people, it is easy for people to talk about, hey, do this, but the reason they themselves don't want to do it is because they know. Guys, here we are dealing with mafias, and we need to understand that we are dealing with real mafias here. These people, what they do, you know what they do. This is, look, when you are an annoyance to them, this, I'll tell you what will usually happen. 3 to 4 things that will usually happen to such a person. Number 1, they try find a case against you. To find a case against you, guys, this is what they will do. They will go and find anybody to complain against you, right? And then when that person complain, then they open a case, then they arrest you. Like what they are doing to Advocate Dare for now. They found people to complain against him. But if you look into the case itself, you're like, there's something off about these cases, right? That's what they do. Why? Look, if they don't do that, the second strategy is to eliminate you. Have you heard hitmen saying, or incubis saying, sometimes they are hired by police to do their job, if ever they've got a problem. So you know, when you go against them, you know that at some point something can happen to you where, you know, an inkabi will come and delete you. That's the second thing. The third thing is you're gonna get poisoned. You're dealing with mafias here. You're gonna get poisoned. And there's something that is happening about people being poisoned. This one I'm not gonna tell you now. I will spoil the fun. There is a person that is going to uncover the truth about people being poisoned by these mafias. The ones who are wearing the respected badges of our South African police service. There is now an evidence of how they poison certain people related to the Mayiwa case. So you know that's some of the things that will happen to you. The other thing that will happen to you if you're a guy, they'll find a lady to sleep with you, and then guess what? Yeah, rape cases following. Right? So their tricks are predictable, right? But despite the fact that their tricks are predictable, they will still do it anyway because they don't care. These people, they don't care about justice. They care about their selfish ambitions. So people then, knowing all these things, they will put you there and then shout your name and say, you can do it. And then when these people are coming for you, they run away. That's where you gauge people's commitment, and you see, I see. So I'm saying to you guys, we must not only complain, but we must act. And when we act, let's not push one person. Let's volunteer ourselves. That shows real commitment.